I don't know why I love it so much. Yeah, what's good, y'all? Back at it again with another reaction, and I'm just super hyped to see that Fizzler dropped something else. His Mad About Bars honestly gets me a little bit tight because both parts could have been their own songs, and with the right marketing they could have taken off. I listened to that track probably more times than I should admit, but nonetheless, Fizzler is an extremely promising artist, and I just want to hear what he got going on with this one. So listen, I don't want to hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it. I'm hearing some good things.
Fly straight shit, gang shit. Know he's stepping out here, and you know he's live. That's on gang, yeah. Free scatty, free bando. All of the gang shit on the side.
I'm liking the bass.
What?
Okay.
Look, FPG. You don't wanna make ITV. Look, FPG, you don't wanna make ITV. I'm labeled the IC3, but labels know my signing fee. I wanna spray
The beat. I already feel like I'm gonna give this one a 10 for the beat.
TV. I'm labeled the IC3, but labels know my signing fee. I wanna spray for breeze, but let me leave that to the streets. Director of my team, 2 hands on the cannon, let's make a scene. But
Man said director on the beat, 2 hands on the Canon. Fun fact, I use Canon cameras, so I appreciate that even more.
let me leave that to the streets. Director of my team, 2 hands on the cannon, let's make a scene. But call me Kevin, caught in a bando, I was home alone.
He said, but call me Kevin. Is he referring, first of all, there are 2 directors who have the name Kevin with regards to like making music videos. So if that's on purpose,
let's make a scene. But call me Kevin, caught in a bando, I was home alone. I did it all for.
So it's a Home Alone reference. Now if that's like a double
But call me Kevin, caught in a bando, I was home alone. I did it all for the doors, so I get active. When I hear that phone, they don't get active. When they hear about smoke, like cinnamon roll. I run and get beat when I back this pole. One man step, I do it with bro. They don't wanna see smoke, they're cowards. This corn don't grow like flowers. I've been in town for hours, I might set up in abandoned houses. Flicky, near Calvin's. I got one when I was home alone. I did it all for the doors, so I get active. When I hear that phone, they don't get active. When they hear about smoke, like cinnamon roll. I run and get beat when I back.
First of all, this beat, oh my, it has everything that I personally love out of a beat. And on top of that, him and the beat are working very well together. With the beat as busy as this, you wouldn't expect it to work so well, but they have the perfect synergy.
This pole, one man step, I do it with bro. They don't wanna see smoke, they're cowards. This corn don't grow like flowers. I've been in town for hours, I might set up in abandoned houses. Flicky, near Calvin's. I got this food, let me out it. They said put your bread where your mouth is. So all day long I'm shouting. If I get a drop, I know what to do. Get a thing that blows like flutes. Made a bad.
Put your glove where your mouth is, shouting. And that's what I like about Fizzler, son.
Ricky, near Calvin's. I got this food, let me out it. They said put your bread where your mouth is. So all day long I'm shouting. If I get a drop, I know what to do. Get a thing that blows like flutes. Made a bad one bring that through. She said, for a bet, like that. I said, baby.
I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. It's kind of reminding me of like Flicky a little bit. In the sense that he's not saying too much, but the way that he's saying it, it just works so well. It's so simple. Like, I don't know, but it got me gassed.
I know what to do. Let's go. Get a thing that blows like flutes. Made a bad one bring that through. She said, for a bet, like that. I said, babe, can you see them news? She said, please. If I get a drop, I know what to do. Let's go. Get a thing that blows like flutes. Made a bad one bring that through. She said, for a bet.
First of all, this is a very nice video. 1, I want to hear Fizzler and Abs now. I feel like they both have something that could work really well together. I want to hear Fizzler and Abracadabra.
You see them news? She said, I got a sweet one from them ways. I said, bring a belly for M-face. I done talk man out to chop down bricks. I feel like a bando sensei. I done talk man out to work in traps. I gave them a bando template. Lit, that way. She said, Fizz, how you hitting it that way? Like that. I said, babe, can you see them sweet one from them ways. I said bring a ready for M-face. I done taught man how to chop down bricks. I feel like a bando sensei. I done taught man how to work in traps. I gave them a bando template. Lit, that way. She said Fizz, how you hitting it that way? Cause I got a bottle of Henny, messy. She fell in love with my dick game. To the labels, it's payday. Low soul, just check what their stats say. I'm a baller, Paris that way. Splash racks, I feel like Mbappe. I got a thing for a slim waist, but I love when it rips that play blades. Can't want them in pots like noodles. I mean, I don't care about you two. I can't let them pass like through balls. Cause me, I've been bad since old school. Got a bad one for my old school. And I'm trying to hit cause it's cultural. She wanna stay, can't let her like postals. Baby, the boss don't flow. If I get a drop, I know what to do. Get a thing that blows.
I don't care, I have to take this back, because the way that he flows sometimes is like, you know he's saying something, and it's like, you want to feel stupid for not catching it and it not registering. There's certain things that are registering. There's certain references that I know are references, but because this song is so new, the lyrics probably aren't out for me to like Google it and get the exact thing. But I know there's a lot going on, and it's like, like
Mbappe. I got a thing for a slim waist, but I love when it rips that play blades. Can't want them in pots like noodles.
He said, I love when it rips like Beyblades. First of all, I love Beyblades as a kid. I collected them. Yo.
Low soul, just check what their stats say. I'm a baller, Paris that way. Splash racks, I feel like Mbappe. I got a thing for a slim waist, but I love when it rips that play blades. Can't want them in pots like noodles. I mean, I don't care about you two. I can't let them pass like through balls. Cause me, I've been bad since old school. Got a bad one for my old school. And I'm trying to hit cause it's cultural. She wanna stay, can't let her like postals. Baby, the boss don't flow. If I get a drop, I know what to do. Get a thing that blows that flutes. Made a bad one, bring that through. She said, for a back.
And what I'm loving is that I think that Fizzler's getting closer to finding his sound. When I think about artists like Millions, right, Unknown T, Abs, right, these are artists who they were already good on the songs that you were introduced to them on, but they're getting closer and closer to finding that perfect combination of vibe and beat and lyricism that just makes them stand out so well. And I think that's the one thing that Fizzler's been missing. Yeah.
Said, babe, can you see them news? She said, if I get a drop, I know what to do. Get a thing that blows like flutes. Made a bad one, bring that through. She said, for a back, like that. I said, babe, can you see them news? She said,
and when I think about it, the simple things are what's gonna do it. Like, you're already getting so much lyricism, right? So to go from all of that into something as simple as or flicky, Sherbella my diamonds, or wait a minute, like those small things. So in this channel we hold the vows. That means we're gonna get straight into it, and this one gets just below a 10. Now truth be told, Fizzler is already one of my favorite artists, so this one just continues to cement why I know he has so much promise. On top of what he did with his Mad About bars, like I said, he's getting closer and closer to finding just the perfect sound for him. His flows here were so perfect for this kind of beat, this kind of lyricism. Everything about it was damn near perfect. I just think that he has so much room to switch it up just a little bit more. Kind of like how what Unknown T does, right? When he just kind of stops and he just gives you this wicked flow, maybe not necessarily stopping, but it's giving you a moment where it isn't necessarily exactly what he's saying, but it's the flow that makes it stand out. I think that once Fizzler can master something like that, he's gonna be on a whole other level. Beat, there really isn't too much for me to say about this one. It has everything that I personally love out of a beat. It had the perfect assortment and balance of different instruments. Like, it wasn't just the standard beat that you would hear out of, like, let's say a drill beat these days. It just had so much going on for it. At the same time, it didn't do too much to the point where you couldn't focus on one thing or the other. Everything just had the perfect room in order to shine with regards to the beat and what he was saying. What I love about the way that Fizzler delivers his lyricism is that he doesn't make every single punchline a like bar. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he can say something like, oh, cannon, but within the context of what he's saying, we know exactly what he means. Granted, he's not the first and only person to ever do that, but it's his way that he uses those things to paint pictures that just makes him stand out so much. And that's the reason why I want to hear him collab with T-Way, because T-Way does the same thing. He just has a way of saying something where you know within the context of what he's talking about, it's a bar. He isn't talking about like the thing that he's comparing. And you may have heard me say this in my Jackie Lavish reactions too. When you're kind of being bombarded with metaphors and similes, what ends up happening is that sometimes you get so distracted from what the story is to the point where you're just trying to keep up with all the things that's being compared to. Now granted, there probably are a lot of bars in this one that I'm not gonna catch. I already said that, but that's what I love about Fizzler too. Every time you listen, there's so much room to pick up on something else. And this one is 1000% one of Fizzler's most replayable songs. He is definitely finding his sound. Like I said, he reminds me of Abs, with how Abs was always talented. We already knew that. But now he's finding sounds, beats, flows, everything that allows everything about what makes him so good stand out, while also giving you something that you could just vibe to and have fun. And Fizzler's getting closer to that. There's so many collaborations I want to hear. I want to hear Fizzler and Back Row G. I want to hear Fizzler and T-Way, just to hear that T-Talk, just to hear him talk about those stories and everything like that. I want to hear Fizzler and Ads because of the way that they're constantly developing. Shoot, I want to hear Fizzler in the 98s because of the sound that they're pioneering too. I think that Fizzler is probably one of the most versatile artists because he can give you the drill, right? He can give you the trap, he can give you just the rap, he can give you the pain, he can give you so much, and in ways that just feel so genuine. My biggest hope for this year is that Fizzler can be maybe even half as consistent as what Abs did in 2020, and with that alone, I know he's gonna gain so much more recognition, and even expanding beyond just the drill sound, just beyond the trap sound, or even rap in general. I will say maybe even collaborating with somebody like iSong, right? I think iSong can give a perfect balance. I think they can balance each other out. Just hearing what iSong did with T-Zandos and what Fizzler did with T-Zandos, that to me is an indication of the fact that there's synergy within that circle. But I think I've said a lot. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, and hang tight for some more reactions. I do got more of those coming for y'all, but until next time, peace.